Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to another math lesson.
Hi guys.
We're gonna start it off today with some math jokes, and here is joke number one. Thanks, Emmy. What do you call a lazy doctor? You guys see that? What do you call a lazy doctor? And Spencer, I'm gonna hold that up. Doctor Doolittle. Doctor Doolittle. I like that one. And again, I didn't make these up. I found these. These are not originals. Here we go. Joke number two. Make sure the camera can see that, Emmy. If spaghetti made an action movie, what would it be called? And the answer, Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible. Okay. Spencer, do you have a math joke or a joke for us today?
Yeah.
Go for it.
What was the sandal's favorite type of food?
What?
A flip flop.
Flip flop. Emmy, do you have a joke?
Yeah. What did the triangle say to the circle?
What?
I'm going to bite you.
Going to bite you. All right, thanks guys. Hope you all have a good long weekend and enjoy today's lesson. It's all about quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals, four-sided shapes. It's going to be exciting. See ya. All right, guys, today's lesson is angles in quadrilaterals. I'm not even sure if I spelled quadrilaterals right, but it must be close. Okay, so first of all, quad, most of you guys know what quad means. Quad means four. So a quadrilateral is a four-sided shape, and the easiest or the most familiar four-sided shapes would be squares or rectangles. So one characteristic about rectangles and squares, we'll do a rectangle here. So one is, first of all, they have four angles. This would be an angle, this would be an angle. And all four of the angles are all actually the same measurement in rectangles and squares. And that's because they're all right angles. So they're all 90-degree angles. Oh, my daughter Emmy's coming to join us. So all four of these angles are, you might see this little shape here, which means they're all 90-degree angles. 90, 90, 90, 90. And so if I would say what's the total number of angles in this rectangle, total, if you add them all up, what's the total measurement of all four angles? Say 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, don't touch anything, Emmy, equals, the way I would do it is say, well, 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 is 400. If you minus 40, because you, four fours, be 360 degrees. 360 degrees. So, this 360 degrees is an important number because the main thing, oh, I think, Emmy, we lost it because you took that pen out. That pen's got to stay in. This lesson is just going a little bit haywire here. Okay, leave it in there. We got to write something here, ready? So this 360 degree number is important because just like triangles have 180 degrees in every triangle, all quadrilaterals, I'll do quad for short, have 360 degrees when you add all angles. All angles. So that's the important point for today, and before Emmy touches anything, we're going to do a couple of examples together. Okay, so here's a different quadrilateral. It's not a rectangle or a square because all rectangles and squares have four right angles or four 90-degree angles. This one doesn't. It has different angle measurements. So what I'm just going to show here is that if you add up these four angles, So I usually start with the bigger numbers. So I'm going to want 110 plus 100 plus 80 plus 70. So if I add those four numbers up, I'm going to end up with 16, 360. So again, you'll see that this number 360 is again our total measurement for all four angles. So all four angles in this quadrilateral and in every quadrilateral add up to 360 degrees. Okay, so here's an example of a question that we will eventually be getting on your assignment and if you're tested. So just like the triangles, if you have one angle that's missing, so let's put a question mark here, the question mark, so we don't know what that angle measurement is. So again, the easy way to find it is that if you know that all four angles are 360, then you could add up the three angles you know and then subtract that from 360 to figure out this one, to figure out the missing angle. So I'll first start by adding up the three angles I know, 115, 100, and 75. So I'll add those three up. So 290. So I get 290. So again, you have to remember that's not your answer. The next step would be you do 360, because that's the total of all four angles that we know in all quadrilaterals, and then you minus it from the 290. And you get 0, borrow, 16 minus 9 is 7, and that's blank. So that would be your answer for your missing angle. So this one would be 70. Now, again, if you want to check if you're right, you can add up the four angles to make sure you did the addition right and the subtraction to check if you're right. So if I go 115, 215, and then 220, 290, 360. So I did that in my head, but if you do it on paper as well, that would be one way to check if you're correct. So again, all four of these angles added together makes 360 degrees. Okay, so last example. Again, our key number here is 360 degrees. When all these are added up together, we get 360. So again, we were looking for this missing angle, and the way I would suggest to do it, add up your three angles you know. So have 110, 110, and 80. You can do that in your head if you want to, or you can do it on just by regular addition. So zeros, and 8, 9, 10, and 300. That kind of makes it easy, because if this is 300 and you got to get to 360, then we know that would be 60. So you could do the subtraction, 360 minus 300. And of course, that's kind of a easier one to subtract, because you know that 360 take away 300 is going to give you 60. So that would be our missing value. And then again, just to check if you're right, you could add them up. So 110 plus 110 would be 220, plus 80 is 300, plus 60, 360 degrees.